right, let me do our housekeeping. All right. Okay. I don't even know where I'm going to put you guys. Basically, what we're up to today is whoop, Savannah is napping in the car, and so I wanted to just spend some time with you guys and get caught up out here in the garage. Hey, Patty. I was just saying that oh, hang on. Let me see here. I need to get off of Wi-Fi. There we go. Am I still there? Am I still there for you? Kim says, good morning, making the twins' birthday cake. Can you guys hear me okay? I just switched from Wi-Fi to cell, so hopefully we don't have any issues with glitching. Please let me know. But I have a huge mess to clean up from all the projects, and the garage is disgusting, and it's like, we've got to get cleaning. So Savannah's napping. I didn't get to go to Walmart like I was planning because I wanted her to get her nap out. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going home. We're going to clean the garage while we wait for her to sleep, and then we're going to go to the park for the end of year stuff for Soph. So good. I'm glad you can hear me. I'm going to get busy. Patty, what are you up to today? I'll be back and forth around, so just keep talking and I'll be here. I've got so much stuff to take inside. Mike's at physical therapy. How's he doing, by the way? Make a pile of stuff that needs to go inside and pull the trash cans out. It's a slow recovery. Is that what you're saying? Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm just tidying up the garage while Savannah sleeps. I thought I would visit with you guys to help me get my chores done a little faster. Have somebody to talk to helps. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming. I will be kind of in and out as I'll be in and out of the chat is what I'm saying as I get this work done. So. Hi, you. Hello. We had a few people who didn't show up to the birthday party, which was a bummer. So we have quite a bit of all the soil bags that I made and the little wildflower seeds and stuff. So I was trying to think of what I could do with those because we even have quite a few pots left over. I do have a few boxes of pots that I think not a few boxes of pots. I have one box of pots that is good that I can return to Amazon. And then there was a box that was broken, and Amazon had shipped a replacement. And so that needs to be returned too. But, you know, I've got all this. I mean, it's fine. I could just donate it, or I might sell it on Marketplace. I think that's probably going to be the best bet. But if anybody has any thoughts or suggestions, I kind of want to keep the pots too, you know, just because like Sophia wanted to keep them and paint also. So I thought maybe that would be a good idea. But I don't know, like that's a lot of pots left over. It's 24. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want to do, but it's something, I suppose. The big project is going to be when I tackle back here behind the camera what I call the garden room, because it's one of those spaces where you just kind of throw everything while you're working and then you kind of deal with it later. And so it's a huge mess, and I'm ready to get it cleaned up as well. Just all this stuff, you know, that goes inside. I guess I can just throw this potting soil back in here. There's so many of these little bags left because not everybody came, you know, like I was saying. So I'll just empty them out, I suppose. But here's another bag of seeds. The farmers across the way are going to be putting wildflowers in the field across the road, which they think will look scrubby. I think it'll look amazing. And I mean, I don't even really care if it looks a little bit scrubby because, you know, I mean, it'll attract all sorts of like beneficial insects and butterflies and birds, and it's just going to be a great thing, I think. So that's why I went ahead and bought this larger, actually this was one of the smaller containers that I could find to fill these little baggies, but I went ahead and bought it anyway because I can sprinkle all of these into the field across the road, and I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. So like, look at all that. Hi, Nathan. Welcome. I think you're asking, where am I from? I am in the United States, in Illinois. Where are you from? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what I can do with all the pots and, you know, like all these spinners, because, and I may as well, you know, honestly, I should probably throw away some of these spinners because some of them are okay. That's a pretty good one. So I wouldn't obviously throw this away, but maybe I should like donate it to Salvation Army or something, just so some other little kids, you know, have some fun with it. But some of them are kind of bent. So anyway, I don't know. What to do, what to do. Oh, Sophie, I think painted a pot over here. You guys can't even see where I'm working, sorry. Patty, yes. I did do a smash cake for Savannah, and I recorded the whole thing. It is like 16 minutes long, and she demolished that cake. It was adorable. People kind of got into the video though, so I think I need to edit that out of people getting in, you know, just like for privacy. Maybe they don't want to be on film. But then I should upload it for you guys so you can see it because it is adorable. She demolished it. Like it was probably, you know, normal size cake, you know, like a sheet cake size, like height, I mean. And it was like this when she was done. So it was pretty cute. But anyway, yeah. Matt will be happy to get his bay of the garage back. I've just got, junk everywhere. Sort through stuff and put it all away, I guess. Just don't know what I'm going to do with all these. There's not a whole lot left, but it's kind of one of those things where I wish there was either more or, so that I could maybe give it to like a Sunday school or something. Maybe I could. Maybe I could see if Emery's church wants it. Because like, what am I going to do with a bunch of, extra spinners if they're still in good shape? Nope, got some of Savannah's toys still out here. Patty, how was your lunch with your friends the other day? Scoot you guys back and you can see more. There you go. Yeah, that's a little better. Need to get a rag so I can wipe that table down. Okay. Jack is off. He took off school today since they were just going to play around, and I have him weed eating in the creek, and he called me earlier and told me that Mando had drug out a raccoon from underneath the bridge and killed it. And then Sweetie got in on it. And so they just totally took out this poor raccoon, and Mando's sitting over there all proud and guarding it. I'm like, dang it, Mando. Kind of made me sad. I was like, dang. They just, I don't know. So it is what it is. But I don't really like it when they kill things except for, bad stuff. And then is there even really any bad stuff? I don't know, I would say snakes, but other people would say no. And if we had chickens right now, I probably wouldn't like the raccoon being around anyway, because they'll just try to kill the chickens. So Are we doing okay on audio and everything? Mike Henderson, hello, welcome to the chat. We're just cleaning the garage here while Savannah's sleeping. So tidying up from some projects that we have and, just trying to get some chores done, visiting while we work. So glad you could join us. Mike, what are you working on today? Why doesn't that one want to go? I can't do it left-handed. Here we go. I'm working on getting this garage clean and getting my husband back his bay. He's been very gracious and didn't mind me doing some projects in here for Savannah's birthday party. She just turned 1 the other day. So that's what we've been working on, but like I said, it's just been kind of taking up all the space. It's raining there in Alabama. Wow, cool. Have you been getting a lot of rain? We've been having a lot, and it's been pretty cool lately. But this should be, I feel like, the last of our cool weather, and then it'll start getting up into the 80s, and I'm sure the humidity will come along with it, and then it'll be like, ugh. Anyway. Where did those kids put my broom? How's it going, Jack? This is my son, Jack, you guys. He was out weed eating the creek, which is a big job.
Oh, what's good, you two? Anyway, I need some more two-stroke.
Okay, well, it's the container's around somewhere. No, it's the one from the mill with the piece of tape around it. I think it's over here, maybe. Yeah, I think it's over there. Yes, it's on the front of the van. Actually, I need to go check on Savannah real quick. Let's see. Hopefully she's still sleeping. Right here. I think it's on the other side. I think. It's got some tape around it. Yep, that's it. That's the two-stroke. Kim Colvis says, rats are bad. You got that, Jack. Mike says it's been raining all week. Kim says rats are bad. I don't think you have rats, though. So...
Sam Mando kill a raccoon, by the way.
I was already telling him about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We did have rats around the chicken coop. I think they were getting into the leftover feed that the chickens didn't eat. So I'm hoping to try to get something, some kind of feeding system that will make it to where that they don't necessarily get into it. But rats are smart, so they probably will anyway. Smells good.
Smells great.
Is that about empty? Because we'll need to replace that.
The gas can?
Yeah.
No, it's still got it in there.
Still got it? Good.
It's got like half of it in there.
Okay. We need to go get that battery thing that charges the truck battery, too.
Yeah.
Well, it's down at the mill. I figure maybe you could go borrow it. But let's get the thing done instead. Well, say hi to my friends.
Hello, everybody.
This is my oldest. This is Jack. He's going to be 16.
Very gangster.
Okay, I need a broom.
I'm tipping now, YouTube. Bye.
Oh, goodness. Be quiet. Savannah's asleep. Anyway, he's pretty great. We'll keep him. Later today, I need to go to Walmart and get some supplies because Sophia is going to church camp. And so she needs, all the little things, the little sunblock and the toothpaste and the, whatever. We've got to get her packed up, and she's going tomorrow night. And then I don't pick her up until Friday afternoon. So we got to do that. But before then, we're going to go to the park as kind of like an end of year thing. So, and yes, Kim says he's such a handsome helper. He sure is. All the girls at school think that he's just great. I think so too. So handsome. I try not to do that around him though, because he'll be all embarrassed. Kim says she remembers snuggling with him when he was a newborn. I know, it was just the best. It was the best. Gonna have to go through all these extension cords. Go get my broom. I've got a bunch of, well, not a bunch, 2 tomato cages that I need to pull out and get into the garden. The tomatoes are about ready to be staked. They're growing, but they're only probably about like this right now. But like once we get some heat, they're going to really take off. So I really have to get them in there. I just haven't done it, It is what it is. One day at a time, right? All the things, but we got to go one day at a time. Otherwise, I'm just going to get too overwhelmed. I'll show you guys Savannah real quick. She's so cute. It's nice and cool out here, and I've got the windows down in the van. It's a gorgeous day for it. So when she fell asleep in the car after our walk, I just kind of let her sleep. You can see. There she is. All sleeping and sweet. Kim is asking Mike if the weather in Alabama has been unseasonably cool. It sure has been here. It's very weird. But, it is what it is, it's just weather's cyclical like anything else. There we go. But it's just, it's like you're ready for summer. You kind of want to get going. So that's kind of where I'm at any rate. I need to have a good place to put the wheelbarrow. And I mean, the garage is decent size, you know, but it's just like I would really love for it to be off the ground, but I haven't figured out like a good wheelbarrow hanger for it. And not only have haven't figured out a good hanger, like I can't really lift it up anyway. Like it's too heavy to lift up, so. Kim says, personally, I've really been loving the cool weather, hashtag hot flash. Okay, same. There is that to it. But it's just like, it feels like it's messing with things. For example, you know, the nights have been so cool that my peppers are trying to flower already, you know, and trying to produce their fruits when they should be focused on growing because they're only like this big. And I'm like, no, it's not time for that, you know? And so I picked off the buds for the flowers because I don't want them to flower and try to fruit right now. It's too early. They're not even big enough. So I don't know. We'll get what we get. I'm so grateful that we don't have have to solely rely on our garden for food. There are some places that are not so lucky as we are. Roxy's, hello, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Yeah, it's a pretty great garage. It's really dirty right now. I got to clean it up. So that's what we're working on. I've got all sorts of, ooh, knock you guys around. Roxy, thanks. I've got all sorts of dandelion fuzz floating around in here and cottonwood seeds. We have a cottonwood tree, and so it is putting like all that fluff everywhere, as well as the dandelions, plus our dogs shed like crazy. So between dandelion fluff, cottonwood seeds, kids, and the dogs, it's very dusty and has all these things that float around in here. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what we're doing. Cleaning the garage while Savannah takes her nap so we can get something done today. We're going to the park at about noon. I'm going to have to close these garage doors. All this fluff is just flying around. It's just floating right back in. All right, 1 second. And now I need a light on. There we go. It's not super bright, but it's better than nothing, and we can at least get the garage swept. Kim is asking, what are you up to after lunch at the park? Probably just school pickup, because I'm sure it'll probably take close to that long. If it doesn't, I don't know. I might just come home and do some laundry and get, you know, try to get Sophia's clothes ready to go since she's going to camp tomorrow. So great to finally get this cleaned up. Every time I pulled in the garage, it was just really such a mess. It was great, driving me crazy, you know? Kim, what are you up to after the park? Matt's going to be so surprised when he comes in here, or when he gets home tonight and he opens his garage door to come inside. He'll be like, oh, I can pull inside. I usually take a picture and send it to him, but I think tonight we'll just let him be surprised. If I can, keep it a secret. I probably can't, if we're being honest. Okay. Kim says she should be starting laundry today. Definitely won't, but should. I have already started it. I put in a load. But there's so much to do, like so much crazy laundry. And then Kim says probably maintenance, clean the house. I'm going to hop off of here. I have to call and make reservations for dinner for the twins' birthday. Where are they going? If you already haven't left. But anyway, if you have a good day. I'm just going to keep working on this. I need to open up the garage door again so I can pull in the water hose. I've got pool maintenance to do. Everything. So much stuff. So much stuff. Anyway, okay. Let's do that. Put this over here. Ooh, very loud. All right. We'll go this direction. See, look at that. I still got all that to clean up. It's a pretty big mess. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it done, right? We'll get it done. It's okay. Okay. And of course, I wanted to pull in the water hose, and I put all the stuff that goes in the house. Yeah, hey Patty, I'm still here. I put all the stuff that goes in the house right in front of the water hose thing. So I'm gonna have to carry that in. So bear with me while I do that. Christian left his big old shoes in the walkway. Just open that. There we go. What can I put up there to prop it up? There we go. Oh no, that doesn't even want to stay on. Hang on guys, I'll be right back. Just trying to carry in all this stuff. And that way I can roll up the hose and sweep the floor around there. Okay, almost ready. Just a second. All right. Now we'll get this hose rolled up. Let's go this way. Am I glitching, anybody? Are we good? Still good? Gotta get the hose handled. All right. There we go. Oh, 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 crap. Okay. This is a monitor for Savannah. Normally, when she falls asleep in the car, I put a monitor out here so that I can hear her. Keep an eye on her that way. And it really works well. But we knocked it over. Oh, somebody left a water. I'll peek at her real quick. She's doing so great. It's such a beautiful day outside. Nice and cool, and there's a good breeze. Oh my, we've got a, hang on. There we go. There we go. All right. These things are always so dirty. Okay, here's that. Okay. I'm always losing my broom. Are you still with me, Patty? Can you hear me okay? I've got to sweep over here behind the water hose. All this dust is making my nose itch. Look at that. That is going to be a project for another day. My mom, Patty, you can probably attest to this. Mom would have been appalled at the at the state of my toolbox. Harley says, first time here. How are you today? I'm well, thank you. It just quit raining here in Louisiana. Girl, I feel you. We have been dealing with a lot of rain lately. We haven't had any for, I don't know. I got an alert that said that there was some rain starting in our town this morning, but I never saw anything. So I don't know. But it's been so much rain and cooler temperatures. So I didn't know. Are you guys dealing with the cooler temperatures as well? Patty says, my toolbox looks like hers. Your outside toolboxes are awful. My inside toolboxes are awful. You know why? It's because I don't have an inside toolbox. It all just gets pushed in the drawer. Harley says, my garden needed it so bad, but it was a little bit too much, and now it's hot. Or no, it's hot. Well, girl, you live in Louisiana. I don't know how you guys do it, because when we go down there for vacation for like Florida, it's not bad when you're right by the ocean, but man, you go inland and it's just hot and sticky, and it gets that way here too in the summer. But this has been a very mild spring. Like I feel like we're actually having a spring, you know what I mean? So it's been it's been very nice. But it's also been a little too cool for the gardens. Like I literally just planted green beans yesterday, and I'm like, it felt like it was too cold for them. So I think we're getting a delivery. Anyway, we're supposed to get up into the 80s this week, so I'm hoping that'll help my garden really take off. And Harley says it's been in the 90s all week. Whew. Goodness. And that's the thing is it's usually that warm here too. Not that warm, but I'm saying upper 70s, low 80s for this time of year. But it's just been so cool. Like tonight, or no, this morning we woke up and I think it said it was like 51 degrees. And a couple nights ago it was in the like upper 40s. I'm like, what is this? So it's been a little obnoxious, but anyway, I suppose I should focus. Try to get this done before she wakes up from her nap. Had to go get more dog food today. And Patty, you may appreciate this. I bought a new bird feeder. I would go show you guys, but I'm nervous that if I go open the car door, Savannah will wake up. Patty says, Mike's done with PT. Catch you later if you're on. Okay, bye. Love you. Have a great day. Anyway, I bought a new bird feeder because I had a hopper bird feeder, which if you don't know what those are, I didn't know until I bought these. Anyway, it's kind of like the ones that are like a square, and they love you. They're kind of like almost like an open tray at the bottom, so the birdseed is really readily accessible. And I filled it up on Sunday afternoon, and they emptied that thing in less than 24 hours. I'm like, you little piggies. And the thing is like, I spent the money on the gourmet birdseed because I wanted to attract all the ones that it said on the bag. Like I guess I'm a sucker for marketing. So anyway, I got the gourmet birdseed, and they're just going through it like crazy. Yesterday, I counted 15 bird feeders on and underneath this bird feeder, just like going crazy. So anyway, I ordered a bird cam so that I can watch them and even download it and share with you guys. I'm pretty excited because this bird cam, it'll identify the different birds. So I'm super excited to see what we have. Harley says, I managed to can 12 pints of pasta sauce, last night, and I have the same amount to do today. That's crazy that I just planted my green beans. I am in Illinois, zone 6B. So yeah, normally we're planting by Mother's Day. So that's why I'm saying it's been so cold and so late. My garden, I should really just take you guys out there and show you. My garden, it's been slow to take off. Normally, everything is hustling and bustling right now. So I don't know. But again, it's going to be we'll get what we get, So anyway, just take it in stride. Like I said earlier, thankfully we just don't have to rely on our gardens for our food, or we might be cooked, as my kids say. Harley says the weather is wild. It sure is. It sure is. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to tell what to think about it. And, what I do know is that the weather is cyclical, but it always makes you wonder, why things are happening. But, it is what it is, I guess. You just got to deal with it and move on. And I don't usually like to talk about overly political things, but I'll just say this, I'm not a huge believer in climate change and that people are so much affecting the weather. I mean, I guess maybe there it could be, but I just don't know if all of that is true or if it's just driven, to hype things up. But one thing that does bother me is when people get going crazy and they sit there and they say, "Oh, this is the hottest summer on record," and it's like, like 95 degrees. I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe it's hottest for that day, like it's a record for that day or something, but it's summer. It's gonna be hot. Like spring is generally cool and wet. And it's, I don't know. I don't know. It used to get me worried, but then it's just kind of like, how much of it's hype and how much of it's real, and it's just really hard to tell. And I don't like feeling lied to, and I feel like sometimes that happens. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. So anyway, so I don't know. Like, I just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I should just stop talking about that. But anyway. I have to sweep these bays in the garage here, one section at a time. Harley says, I agree. I just deal with it. There's nothing we can do to change it. I subscribed. Thank you. You're down to earth, which is hard to find nowadays. Yeah, I'm pretty well down to earth. I don't have anywhere else to go. But thank you so much. It's nice to make friends on here, which is kind of what I'm doing, and just hanging out. And I make a few videos every now and then on different things. But mostly, I'm doing it for my kids because I want them to have something where they can look back and see me when I'm gone. I'm not sick or anything, to my knowledge, but my mom died of breast cancer, and so I talk about her often on my channel. But I would have given anything to have that where I could just see her and watch her moving around and talking and interacting with people, and so that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. But it's also really cool to get on here and just like meet new people and make friends, because, I mean, the kids are, well, tomorrow's our last day of school. We had to make up some snow days, but sometimes it's pretty lonely, I get to stay home with my kids, and Savannah is one, but for the most part, like, I mean, she can't talk, so you get kind of lonely during the day and just want somebody to talk to, and so it just really makes these kind of fun because I get to make new friends, and if I'm honest, like, I was born in '81, so I remember, when the internet came out, and I remember like AOL chat rooms. I don't know if any of y'all remember those, but it's just nice to be able to get on here, and it kind of feels like the old days, like chatting in an AOL chat room where you just meet new people and making friends and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I like to kind of put these on and talk to people while I get my chores done, and it's just nice. It's nice to be able to do that and connect with people, and I'm sure, if I'm lonely, I'm sure other people are lonely too. So anyway, and I mean, I'm not like lonely, but I'm one of 9 kids, and so it was never quiet around our house. And, like Savannah is our 5th. She's our little surprise, which is amazing. She's been such a blessing. But when the kids are at school, it's just the house is so quiet, and I was gonna get a job and go back to work because I was like, the house is too quiet. I am done. And but I God had other plans, I guess, with Savannah, and so I'm blessed to be able to get to stay and enjoy her and take care of her. But anyway, Harley says, "I'll go check out your channel now. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that about your mom. Thanks. She was wonderful, kind of like my hero. It's neat because I can see so much of myself in her, and I've kind of been living almost the same life, doing the same different things. So it's been pretty cool. And that's honestly probably one of the biggest compliments anybody can give me is that I'm like my mom. And a lot of people say that, so it's a real blessing. Harley says, she has a lot of animals, but no kids. My husband of 12 years is super quiet, so you get lonely. I'm sorry. Isn't that hard? That's so hard, because my husband, he works a lot. He works like 50, 60 hours a week. And, he works in the car business and in finance. And so when he comes home, like he has talked to people all day long, and he will talk to me, but you can tell like he's quiet. Like he's tired and he's spent and stuff. And he just wants to sit down and watch a show and just like decompress. I mean, I know how that is, and so, look at me, I'm just sitting here chatting. I'm not getting my work done. That's okay. But anyway, he just wants to rest. And so, like I have this need to be like, blah, 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 blah. So this is kind of fulfilling that need too. But what kind of animals do you have? We have 2 dogs, a Great Pyrenees, full Great Pyrenees, and a Great Pyrenees mix. That's Mando's the full Great Pyrenees, and he comes up to my hip. And you guys, I am 5'9". He's huge. He's like 140 pounds. I love it so much. And then Sweetie, she's the mix, and she is great. She is, well, I mean, as her name implies, we named her Sweetheart when we got her from the rescue. And because she was so sweet. But you guys, she is a vicious killer. For example, earlier I was talking about how Mando pulled a raccoon out from under the bridge where Jack is weeding the creek in front of the house. And she got a hold of that thing. Oh, it was over quick. But I can't stop her. Like, that's what she does. She kills possums, she kills raccoons, rabbits. Like, it's kind of sad, but like once she's got a hold of them, what are you going to do? Hey, hi, welcome back. I've been waiting for you guys. But anyway, so we have Mando and Sweetie, and then we have Max, who is, here, I'll turn you guys around. Hang on. So you'll see into the garden room, which is going to be another big job. Do not judge me when you see this. Okay? You probably will judge me anyway, but that's okay. A says, sorry, yesterday you were busy. Hey, that's okay, man. Okay, so there's Max. All right. I didn't even know he used that thing because I was thinking the next time we clean out this room, it's going by the road. But anyway, look at this mess. This is just one of these rooms that you just throw all your stuff as you're trying to get work done. And, it's like, I'll get it later. I'll get it later. Well, that's one of those I'll get it later rooms. And we are going to tackle that at some point this summer. Hopefully when everything is done, like all the weeding is done and everything, that's when we'll try to tackle that. But anyway, okay, so Mando, Sweetie, Max. And that's basically it for right now until July 1st. We will be getting baby chicks. So I'm excited for that, to get our chickens back, because something got all of our chickens. Well, we only had 4 left, and then so something got the rest of them. And then we gave our ducks to a friend because they had a pond, and the ducks were they just weren't happy. I mean, they were fine. They were laying, they were thriving and everything, but they just weren't happy. Like, you could tell. So anyway, yeah. So, all right, let me keep cleaning. We are very, very busy around here. And I lost my dustpan, as per usual. Oh, I found it. Harley says, too many animals. Okay, you have 38 hens. Woo, girl. 4 roosters, 6 chihuahuas, 1 Labrador, 1 cat, 1 squirrel, 1 blue and gold macaw, and 3 box turtles. I love turtles. Turtles bring out the kid in me. Like, every time I see one crossing the road, first of all, if it's safe, I stop the cart and I go move it in the direction it's going. Because like on our country road, too many of them just get squashed and it makes me sad. But man, I love turtles. Always have, always have. But that is cool that you have a blue and gold macaw. You do. You got a lot of animals, girl. That's so fun. That's awesome. Okay, all right. I got to sweep up this pile, and then we'll keep going. Hang on. I'm going to peek at Savannah real quick. Make sure she's not waking up yet. She is just snoozing. She is loving that weather out there. It's just gorgeous. We've got a nice breeze and so nice and cool today. All right. Okay, we got to sweep that bay next. Let me go move that dumpster. Okay. Harley, what are you up to? Ooh, sorry, that was probably loud. What are you up to today? Harley says, we found the turtle eggs in our woods, so after a few days we watched them hatch. Oh, I bet that was amazing. Had to bring them to the house. 3 years later, they're still here. Ah, what are their names? I love box turtles. I think box turtles are honestly my favorite. And then sea turtles. The red ear sliders kind of freak me out a little bit because I feel like they're faster than they should be. Is that dirt on my nose? Gross. Sorry. And then, of course, like snappers, they're cool, but obviously kind of scary. Okay, so one time, A says, I bought tiger tooth aloe, tree house leek, senecio barberton nerve plant. I don't know these plants will last long. Well, I hope they do. Keep us posted on how they do. I'm curious. I haven't heard of any of those. Anyway, so one time we found a baby snapper, and it was probably like this big when we found it. And we brought him home and put him in a tank, like a fish tank, with some water and then a place for him to get out in sun, the whole bit. And we bought him feeder fish from the pet store, which he loved. But I'm not gonna lie, like it kind of made me sad to like see him like, because he really got those fish, and it was just, it was cool to like watch him. But it was also kind of sad because I don't know why I do that thing where you like personalize animals and plants, and I have issues. Don't mind me. I have issues. So anyway, okay, all right. I gotta get sweeping. I will be back. I'll just keep, checking in with you guys. So anyway, so yeah, Harley, if you think of it, like tell me their names. I'm curious. So in A, besides buying all those plants, what have you been up to today? I've got all this bird seed over here that dropped when I filled the bird feeders. I've got to get this jogging stroller right here. Can you see me? Ooh, I don't know if you can see me. I think you can. My sister gave me this jogging stroller to use because it'll have, like, you can steer it a little better with one hand for when we go on our walks, which would be nice. But I have to air up the tires, and I haven't done that yet. So I need to get it done, get the tires aired up, and then did that alarm just mess you guys up? I don't know if it did or not. And Harley says we just call them big, little, and small because of their sizes. And you're just canning your tomatoes and cucumbers into pickles. Dill pickles or sweet pickles? And A, I'm glad you had a good day. Having a pretty good day so far. I want to take you guys out real quick. Let me sweep up this grass right here. Oh man, that's kind of stuck. Wanted to take you guys out. Okay, I'm gonna have to scrape that off. I don't know what that is. I thought it was grass, but it may not be. We'll take a break here on the garage because I'm gonna have to go here in a little bit and go get Sophia lunch and go meet her class at the park. It's all the end of year stuff like I was saying. But let me take you guys down here. I'll show you what Jack was doing. And then I'll show you the raccoon maybe, if it's not too gross. I don't know how YouTube feels about that. Anyway, let's peek at Savannah before we go. Let me see. Oh, she's still sleeping. You guys, she's so sweet. Okay. Harley is saying dill pickles and bread. Oh, bread and butter pickles for the neighbors. Delicious. Okay. So there's my hard-working boy. Here, let me slow down for you. Hopefully this won't be too wobbly. There he is. And A. So I have a shop vac, but it's just a little one. And it doesn't have a floor attachment. There's Mando. Look at him, you guys. He is filthy. Oh my goodness. But no, I mean, a vacuum cleaner would work, but I don't have one. Harley says, you have a great rest of your day. I'll go check out your channel and hope to catch you next live. Harley, I'm going to try to be on often because I've really been enjoying these. So thanks for subscribing and for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Have a great day too. Bye-bye. And here is Mando. Okay, let's go see the mighty hunter. All right. What did you do, Mando? That is so gross. What did you do, puppy? Ugh. Look at him, you guys. He's filthy. Oh, there's that poor raccoon. Mando, are you ashamed of yourself at all? He's not, you guys. He's not ashamed. Anyway, so over here, let me see. I can zoom out for you. The grass that you see cut was probably 3 feet tall or more. And so Jack has been cutting all that down, and he is such a hard worker. I'm so proud of him. But he's gonna go whoop, all around there to those tall grasses right there. So those are some cattails, and he is just doing a really good job. I thought this would take him a lot longer than it has. What he doesn't know is that that's gonna be his new job. That's gonna need to be done on the regular, at least every few weeks, so it doesn't get 3 feet tall again. But yes, he is such a wonderful boy. A said he's a good boy. He really is. He's a great kid. I mean, he's a normal teenager, you know, he can get mouthy sometimes, but he's a good kid. All my kids are good kids. Yesterday, at first it annoyed me, and then I realized that it's kind of normal. I took Bella to Walmart because we needed to get some new work boots for Christian because they're going to be working at my family's business over the summer. And Bella needed some work jeans. And so anyway, I took her to Walmart and she's like, oh, I need some summer clothes too. And I was like, all right. And so we got on the we got over to the clothing section and she starts pulling out these clothes, like these skimpy little tank tops, these crop tops, and I'm like, absolutely not, you know. And she's like, why not? I said, well, for one, those look trampy and you're not a tramp. And so anyway, she was mad at me. And I thought, and it kind of upset me a little bit because I was like, I don't like fighting with my kids, you know, and having to be strict with them, but you know, you got to protect them and you got to raise them right. And that's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, it occurred to me that I don't really need to get upset about that when she kind of pushes, because it's like normal behavior. Like that's normal developmental behavior. You know, she was upset that she couldn't get what she wanted, but she was also like, she did cry about it. She was having a rough day yesterday. But she overall was fine. And I was thinking, you know, she did her thing, like what she was kind of really supposed to do. Push back, push for what she wanted, you know, and try. And I did what I'm supposed to do, hold fast as her mother and as her parent and, you know, making wise decisions. And so anyway, that kind of made me smile a little bit. And I thought, you know, she's not being like a bad kid. She's being a perfectly normal kid. And it's a good thing, you know, that we're going through this. And it was also a good thing that I stuck to my guns, because I'm not going to have her dressed in such a way that's inappropriate. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off of here so I can get ready to head back into town and get Sophia's lunch and get her set up and spend some time with her at the park. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. It was so good to hang out with you, and I'll chat with you later. Bye.